That's down in the forward pocket on the outer side of the City end, and he's been penalised for it, his cartilage. Undisciplined play, and we're going to see a free kick go Northern United's way. The Northern United bench are looking hopeful, still a little worried, though they have no reason to be to my mind. And United are going to take this shot for goal from that forward pocket. I tell you what, it's not a bad kick either. Oh, it's through. Good night, Eaglehawk.
Yes, that's the sealer. That's the Bendigo Advertiser Cup out to Raywood for 12 months. There's no doubt about it. Northern United, a great last half, and that goal of Hogan's was an absolute gem.
We've seen, Johnny, 9 goals come to Northern United since half-time, and Eaglehawk have added 3. That's the difference.
Yes, Eaglehawk stayed with them for one half, but they just haven't been able to match them in this vital third and last quarter of football.
Tab-out situation, 36 to the Borough, 23 to United. Free kicks, 30 to the Borough, 25 to Northern United, as the Borough foray forward through Brendan Kane. Been quiet today. He looks for Gilmore, outpointed by Muir again. Played a great game, Muir. He gets it across to Fife. Almost best player on the ground is Fife. Has not put 1 foot wrong. He goes toward the wing position, grandstand side. In goes Sheldon. He drives toward the half-forward flank, and the ball's going to slide over the boundary line, right next to the Northern United Brains Trust. And there's Tony Southcombe, Johnny Mulqueen, Hasser Hall, and all the hard-working Raywood Kamaruka boys decked out there in their maroon and gold. And they're about 5 minutes away from their first ever Major League flag and football history in the Bendigo area, as Big Dave Wharton takes it after the tap-out. Gets it away toward where Brooks picks up. He's tackled again by Wharton. Couldn't do too much with it. Now the kick goes across toward full forward for United, but it's all Eaglehawk now. And they're going to clear away as Adlam gives a beautiful pinpoint hand pass to Robert O'Connell. O'Connell kicks up here looking for Pearce. He couldn't take the mark, and United bring it away again. Good play from Craig Neiman towards centre half forward. And here's another man who's dominated since half time, and that's Leo Demio taking the mark. Gee, he must have sore boots, must Leo. Is he going to go for best or go for a shot? He's going to lob up there in the forward pocket. All Eaglehawk. Poorly directed kick, Leo Demio, and Pangrazio takes it away. He gets it to Slater. Slater marks, half-back flank, grandstand side, runs around Sheldon and Mountjoy with ease. Well done. And the clever Slater now drives toward half-forward. Rogerson or Muir. No, Ludeman over the top of them all. And Ludeman, David Ludeman's taken a great grab there for the Northern United side.
Some of these Swallows, Shanes, have grown another foot in the last 10 minutes. They're certainly finishing on with the game, and it looks a great victory coming up for Northern United.
Another foot or about 10 extra feathers, Bez, one or the other. They're doing it well as they attack again, and Hogan's taken a good mark, surrounded by 4 Borough players, O'Connell, Pangrazio, Slater, and also Brendan Kane. He fires the hand pass to Mountjoy, and Mountjoy finds David Wharton. Well, disappointing we haven't got a close finish in the Bendigo Football League Grand Final, but Northern United are sailing home as the pass comes from Wharton. A good one too, and he's found Michael Herrick. Herrick's been a quieter player for the Swallows, hasn't been one of their outstanding performers, but has been a steady player right through the season. Ex-soccer player was Herrick, as he's going to come in now for a shot. 40 metres out, 45-degree angle to the City end. Best and Wharton there in the goal square. Oh, he got 2 bites, did Best, almost had it. Picked up now by Wharton, goes across and touched off hands. Holt had the shot. 1 point only.
Yes, Leon Holt, who has kicked 1 goal 3 for today. John, have you got him down for that?
Yes,
Leon Holt, 1-3.
Yes, Richard, I thought Ron Best was very unlucky not to be paid that mark. He nearly did a miraculous grab with a wet ball.
He had two grabs, almost a third. If he'd come down with it the third time, it would have been paid, Shane, I feel.
Well, here they come again, the United side, as Pangrazio and Hogan are battling for the ball. United on the bottom of the pack here as Lee goes in. He couldn't pick up it. Stacks on the mill. And umpire Threlful says, give it to me, and I'm going to ball it up. We've got an interchange being made here now as Johnny McGrath's preparing to come onto the ground. It will be interesting to see who comes from the ground here. We'll pick that up for you in a moment as Richard Jones peels the eyes. Meanwhile, Wharton taps down to where Pangrazio had the show. Northern United are home at the grand final if you've just joined us. We've gone 20 minutes of the final quarter, and the Swallows flying onto their first ever Major League flag. Thoroughly deserved. They've been on a better side since half-time after a most even first half. Wharton taps down against Fehring, gets it down to where Herrick had the chance. Craig Neiman goes in, as does Lee. Plenty of players around the ball. Eventually the hand pass comes out to where Morrison picks up. Only goes as far as Hogan. Hogan kicks toward goal. Best's underneath it. He's got it. Dare I say it. It's almost becoming too predictable, Johnny.
The miracle man, there's no doubt about him. I said they'd put a goal statue. I think they'll rename the town after him, Shane, I think, after this effort. What a fantastic effort. He just flew high as if he was 10 years younger, plucked the ball down, and against poor Gary Adlam again. And Ron Best comes in now. He's on an acute angle, but old back. It's Sydney Harbour Bridge to a banana skin, and he'll get it.
No,
I've just lost Sydney Harbour Bridge.
Bring up Neville Rand.
Very expensive, that one, Johnny.
11 goals, 1 I've got him for. And that's his first point, isn't it? Has anyone got him down? He's got his that's his second, sorry.
Okay, let's check the statewide Building Society scoreboard. 16-16, 112 to 10-10-70. I've got 10-9-70 on the board, but it should be 10-10 as Eaglehawk attack. But it's a United mark to Terry Demio. And Demio's got the grab. Lee comes from the ground. McGrath goes on. You can probably hear the applause for Rod Lee, the ex-Calival boy in the background, as the pass comes in here now. And United have got the grab again. It's big David Ludeman. Ludeman goes toward the half-forward line. We're not far off time on the grand final. And McGrath just on the ground. Outmarks Pengrazio. He looked for the pass to Best, but Adlam chipped in, as did Brooks there. Comes now to Andrew McDougall. He's having all sorts of trouble picking up. But this time he gets the nudge and falls over at the right time to take the free kick. Well, the crowd loved it as McGrath had only been on the ground 10 seconds and took a great mark in front of Pengrazio. There's the kick now from Eaglehawk. They were looking down here for Rogerson or Cartledge. Slater goes in for the Borough. He's a desperate player. They're one of their better ones today. Mountjoy now burrows in. There's the Mickelson medal winner bursting through. Here's another 2-hour duel. Best and Adlam. Best couldn't mark that time. He's following the ball up. He puts it out into open spaces. He was tackled without the ball. No free kick comes to Leo Demio. Holt picks up now. Holt to the goal square. Herrick. Goal. United 17-16, Eaglehawk 10-9, Herrick's first of the day, and it's all Swallows.
Let's check the statewide scoreboard now as Northern United, 17 goals, 16, moving right away from Eaglehawk in this Bendigo Footy League Grand Final. Eaglehawk on 10 goals, 9.
I couldn't help just feeling for Johnny McGrath then, Shane. He wanted to leave the club mid-season. He had a real wrangle, decided to stay. He's now in a 20 in the grand final in a pennant side. What a great thing it would be for him.
Well, it's history being created in Central Victoria as 3CV and TV8 simulcast their first ever grand final together. And of course, Northern United creating history themselves, winning their first ever Major League grand final. Eaglehawk coming into attack now. Gilmore has a shot for goal, but it's no good kicking them now, Daryl Gilmore. He's put that one through for his third of the day. Ironic cheers from the Borough supporters as Gilmore, a good gutsy goal. He had to break 2 tackles. Was a scrambly old kicker, bounced and finally bounced through as Terry Demio chased gallantly into the defensive area. Scoreboard will say 11-9-75. I think they're 1 point short up there, but we'll take it as the way the board says. 11-9-75 to 17-16, 118. And Ron Best certainly the highlight of this grand final as Fehring taps down. Slater misses out, comes to where Tricky races through. He'll look for Best again, but this time Pengrazio chips in, and Pengrazio's got the mark. Pengrazio goes to the outer side looking for Brooks. The ball will probably beat him to the boundary. And Richard, isn't it interesting? Best had no bearing on the game for the first 25 minutes or for the first 20 minutes of the second quarter, and yet he's still got 11 goals.
He kicked, 3 was it in the first quarter, Shane? 2 in the second. 4 in the third. Now he's got 2. He's kicked 11 goals, 2 for the day, and of course that's the difference between the 2 teams.
Yes, but
quite clearly.
Oh, quite right, Jones. I could not agree with you more. As United come forward again, they're trying to feed it down to Best to see if he can get another one. Comes to Leo Demio. He taps down to Neiman. Neiman to Tricky, and Tricky back toward Neiman. He can't pick up on this occasion. McGrath goes in too for United, but now it's Eaglehawk clearing away as Andy McDougall drives toward Darby Munro. Good duel here between Terry Demio and Darby. Terry Demio wins out, gives it across now toward Muir. Back it goes from Terry Demio to Muir again. That's well played. Down toward Best again. Gets a nudge. He played for the free kick to the whole stadium, but it didn't come that time. And Gary Adlam has got the mark. He goes up forward looking there for Andrew McDougall. He couldn't take the mark. Evilly's gone quiet in the last quarter as Evans bursts through. He runs around his opposition captain, coach in Fehring, and drives toward Best again. Best couldn't take the mark as Pengrazio punched away. And now it's Eaglehawk bringing the ball away through Morrison. Morrison drives to where Slater should mark, and he'll mark on the wing position on the grandstand side. Terry Demio covering the mark. We've got our eyes on the scoreboard. There's 23 minutes gone of the last quarter. Bendigo grand finals all over. United are home and hosed as they lead 17-16, 118 to 11-9-75. Ball's on the half-forward line. Eaglehawk in attack, but there's Gary Mountjoy again to bring it away, but only back as far as Slater. And gee whiz, I wouldn't like to be trying to work out a Best on the ground. You could throw in Muir, Fife, Demio, Best, and then what about Mountjoy?
Mountjoy,
Gee whiz,
yes.
there's been plenty of good United players, and I believe there'll be plenty of dissension up here on the broadcasting panel when we try to work it out. As Gilmore picks up for the Borough, he drives toward the half-forward area. Evilly misses what he should have taken. In goes Tricky. He hand passes into open spaces. Wharton kicks off the ground. In danger, says the umpire. And it's going to be a free kick going to McIver. Well, Tony Southcombe's just taken another player from the ground. It might have been Leo Demio down there.
Scotty Neiman, I think.
Thanks, Jonesy. Scotty Neiman it was. As McIver's kick will look down here for Gilmore or Christie. Up they go. Dole was up there too. He couldn't take the mark. Mountjoy must be getting sore feet. This time he decides to handball instead and brings it around the half-back line area. Kane goes in for the Borough. He can't pick up, and it's gone over the boundary line for a throw-in. Time clock says 25.5 minutes. Last quarter. Statewide Building Society scoreboard in the Bendigo Football League Grand Final. Northern United 17-16 118. Eaglehawk 11-9 75. They've got the ball in their goal scoring area, the Borough, but Evans chases the ball out. He's tailed desperately there by Gilmore. Gilmore couldn't pick up. Evilly was in there too for the Borough. Eventually it's taken by Tricky, who gives it to Fife, and Fife's pinpoint pass was a beauty, and he's found Sheldon half-back flank outer side of QEO. Well, they haven't put a foot wrong since half-time, Jonesy.
No, indeed not. They've played very well indeed. They've shown that they're the best side in this competition, and they have really taken Eaglehawk apart. Of course, Ron Best, 11 goals at full forward, very, very vital. Peter Fife, extremely steady, as you mentioned, at full-back. What a tremendous game from Peter Fife. Mounty around the centre, great game from Gary Mountjoy. Just too good for them, just too experienced and too even, I think.
Well, Eaglehawk coming into attack as we speak. Slater's got the ball after a good gutsy effort from Darby Munro. He breaks 2 tackles and then puts it high, hoping for a Christie or Dole mark. Oh, Evilly got high, comes to the ground. Now it's in the open spaces for Dole. He can kick off the ground and kicks a goal. And that's Shane Dole's third of the day. The Borough go to 12-9-81. United 17-16 118. Johnny Forbes.
Not as dramatic as the two he got in the second quarter, Shane, but still a goal to Eaglehawk. And that was one of the rare sparks of life they've shown up in the forward line for this quarter. Northern United on the statewide footy scoreboard. The scoreboard tells the story. 17-16 to Eaglehawk, 12-9.
That's 118-81. Check that, 118-81. We have it as 82 in our official system, but the main scoreboard registered as 81. There's the bounce in the centre. Up they go. Fehring brings it away. Dispossesses Trevor Ludeman, gives it there to Evilly, and Evilly's marked half-forward flank out of side. Well, dead level at half-time. That third quarter was the vital one. United got the break, and they've never looked back. As Evilly looks for Christie, he can't hold it to anything at the moment. Dole's in there too. We're going to see a ball up at the true centre half-forward position.
And the Northern United stalwarts, there's Bob Spencer, there's Hazza Hall, and George English, and Georgie Thompson, Glenn Cole, Wally McGregor, and even Gerard Geary, all standing on the boundary line waiting for this siren. And what a moment of elation will be, or something they'll never ever forget as long as I live. And have they worked hard for it? There's Len Holland just goes through it, but it's great to see Gerard Geary, who should be in the side today, except for injury, out with them.
Well, Fehring's picked up in the centre for the Borough. He drives toward full forward, but Gilmore's given away at another free kick. Exasperation, I'm sure, and Fife was the recipient. He goes to Sheldon. Free kick tally, 32 to the Borough, Jonesy, and 26 thanks, to United as they bring it forward again. Herrick's got the run of the ball. Now he's going to hand pass over the top to where Leo Demio goes in. He couldn't pick it up on that occasion. Robbie O'Connell comes away from the Borough. He's dispossessed. Well played that time, United. Good pressure as Hogan picks up. He goes to Mountjoy. Mountjoy to Leo Demio, puts him into the open. Leo Demio goes for home, and that's a goal. And what a lovely goal from Leo Demio. His first of the day, and I think a fitting way to cap off a great year for Leo Demio, a fitting way to cap off a great victory for United, and a fine effort from that player Demio this afternoon. He's been one of the destroyers, Johnny.
He certainly has, Shane, and Ron Best is looking at him. He's got his hands on his hips, and what must he be feeling at this stage? Went to United, came back out of retirement midway through the season to give them a chance at the flag, and by gee, it hasn't certainly paid off.
Well, 43 points the difference in the grand final as Richard Jones checks the statewide Building Society scoreboard.
Statewide Building Society scoreboard, and the final score for the match, ladies and gentlemen. Northern United, the 1984 premiers and the Bendigo Advertiser Cup winners, 18-16, 1-2-4. Eaglehawk, 12-9-81.
Okay, we've got it as 12-10-82 as our official score. We'll check the official scores where the umpires wave the flags, but there's no doubt Northern United are premiers. Congratulations, Swallows. That's a magnificent performance. Let's have a look at it. They were playing minor league football in the Golden City League until 2 years ago. There was a 15, maybe a 20 goal difference between minor and major league football. And now, look at it now. Here they are, premiers in the major league. Okay, that's the situation. A victory for Northern United. Let's take a break now from the Queen Elizabeth Oval before the presentation to our summary. We'll be back here very shortly.
Aren't you glad to know it's coming, Comet? We're the #1 throughout the land.
Comet is Australia's #1 express freight carrier. And with Comet's control systems, we can tell where your parcel is at any time. It's never out of Comet's care.
And if it's on the map, we'll get it there. Comet, when it absolutely, positively has to be there overnight.
Jane, you're looking particularly lovely today.
No.
That dress suits you very well.